Hello everyone, I'm Greyshot17 and today I'm going over the 1-year anniversary update for Company of Heroes 3. It's been a journey for Company of Heroes 3. Not gonna lie, some ups, a lot of downs. But right now there's going to be plenty of positives and some critiquing that I'm going to give to COH3 about the most recent update that is coming. Now, first off, there isn't going to be a bounce discussion because they haven't discussed it. That isn't even coming out until February 27th. Just to kind of give like a small like overview, the bounce, which is a little weird in my eyes, because if you go here, and they already did the update for kind of going over a general deep dive about stuff, but the bounce discussion is just not happening. So if you have someone that maybe they've mentioned some changes or something like that, I think the most I've gotten is the British. They're trying to up the British, because right now the British are on the bottom end of all four factions, and rightfully so. They didn't get a battle group, and their playstyle is the hardest with the changes that they have made to other factions and how the battle groups are implemented with all the other factions. So yeah, they're going to be on the end of the poll because they just don't have as many changes. So hopefully that will be good for players who like the Brits. I like the Brits, so it will be nice to see them going back up in the ranks. Now, what did they announce? That is a very good question. First up, they announced that there's going to be technically 7 new maps. To kind of give an idea, there are 2 player versus AI maps that are very focused on that. They're not going to be in the rotation. But if you're going for auto match, there's going to be 5 2 and 1v1 being Samoys. Hopefully I got that right. And Falmonville. Those 2 are going to 1v1. Outskirts is going 2v2. Motherm is going to 3v3, and Steps, which, hey, I didn't win, but I'm so glad that the guy who made that map for my 4v4 mapmaker competition got his map into the auto match. Truthfully, I think that the 3 above him could, especially with the refinement of the new art and everything, would be better suited. I just imagine Oasis or Inferno. Oh my god, they could be amazing. But I am so happy that Steps got in, because again, as I stated, there were a lot of good maps, like probably the top 6 maps I really would love to see in auto match. So the fact that Steps got in, awesome. Steps is not my favorite COH2 map, but it's good to see at least it getting in, especially that at least I was able to push a player to get seen by Relic to have his map put in. So that's awesome. Good job to Sphinx there. Moving on there, that's 5 multiplayer maps, but really just 1 going to each level, except for 1v1, which we'll get to. Again, would love to see more 4v4 maps, because I feel like that's where your general audience is going to be playing, not the tournament guys. But hey, at least 3v3 and 4v4 is getting that support, so that's good to see. And again, more maps, more content players can play in. The problem is we're not seeing any battle groups. That's the negative, is there's not going to be any battle groups for the Brits or the Doc in this update, which is slightly unfortunate. I would like to see it. We know there are units that are in the game that are not in a battle group, so I would love to see that in the future. Now, some other things they are doing is this, and it took me a minute to like wrap my head around this, but they're redoing some of the battle groups, making them just more optimized with the balance. So for example, here's before and now here's after. And the biggest experimental change is something like this, where you have a panther that you can call out, or you have a panther that you can build. So it'll take 7 command points to unlock it, and you straight call it in, or you can make it from the base. I'm curious to see how that goes, because yes, okay, you can make it, but if someone I just think of someone trying to rush that, what's the scale of that? That's the thing, is like, what are the resources between the two? How likely is someone to rush it? Because I kind of think of something like in COH2, where they changed how things in terms of the progression happened, and you had people deploying King Tigers in under 15 minutes. And with COH3 being much faster, are we going to see Panthers at 10 minutes or less, which would be insane. Hopefully that's just me being cautious, but yeah, that's something I'm just thinking of being like, well, this is what you did in COH2 and had some issues, so hopefully COH3 it's a little bit smoother. Now, they're not just doing it for like Panthers, they are doing it as well for the allies. You can see here the Easy 8 is going through a similar change. One thing I will say, going from the before and after, is, guys, I'm just pointing out there, we are in COH3. Can we get COH3 artwork? I'm just saying. New battle groups all have custom artwork. I feel like that a lot of these icons are from COH2. That is an 11-year-old game. You can tell it's not as, it doesn't have that same impact as a COH3. Can we get that art team to just update it across the board? Just saying, it's been a year, but that would be, something that would bring it up a notch if all the art was on the same scale. And I know that might be extra work, but it would, again, allow everything to be on that same level. Now, I'm also just, I feel like you could do, I don't know, I feel like there could be a slight change to this, truthfully, with how the look of it is for the call-in, specifically for the building. I feel like with this, I feel like having this icon to the left would be a little bit better, would be a little bit more prominent for kind of that buildable icon. So kind of keep this here, but keep it to the left. Same thing with the Panther. You move it over and keep it to the left so it's more displayed. That's me. And I know that's a bit of a nitpick, but I feel like that would be better. It would display better with the player. Next up, we have ourselves. Okay, I don't want to say it's not as impactful, because it is. It is nice, but to showcase it, we have profile customizations. And to kind of go through this, you have these badges that you can put next to as your player icon, which, hey, good to see. That would be great to have badges to change things. They're also changing, not just that, but if we keep going, they have titles, so it will change up how the title for your profile will be. And there's a couple different ones that you can go there. Finally, we have banners, and there's going to be 4 banners you can choose from. The Devil's Brigade, if you got that as early access, or 2 others. 4. Okay. No offense. Again, this is a profile that you will have, and there are 4 factions. I'm being honest with this. I feel like that is kind of like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? Because this is how it's gonna look, and I'm not saying that's bad or anything like that. Hey, having a little a little title underneath you, again, like Helldivers has right now, where you have that stuff, or like War Thunder or something like that, where you have that icon. But really, only 4 banners. I feel like, guys, we can add more. You can do more, right? There's just, it's a picture of an MG, and there was a picture of a plane. Essentially, it's like an image, and it's fading out to like to just like either plain color. I don't know the work in terms for COH3. I do know the work for COH2. And if you go to COH2, there are tons of banners that people have made and in the game. Personally, there's the B4 one that I made, I had a friend made and put up for people who liked B4 John, right? That was up. That is a banner that is live, and there's some other ones for Greyshot Productions as well. If that's a scale, like, maybe like, hey guys, submit your banner ideas here. Make sure it's this things, and like, and I know the community be doing work, and the community, like, a lot of the maps. I feel like this is a situation where I'm just like a community member. It's like, hey, it would be great if a Greyshot Productions banner was up there. That way, if you want, Greyshot Productions there, or other content creators, right? They do the similar. There's other games that have content creators that have banners in. You could do different tanks or up there. You could do like all sorts of cool stuff. Hell, you could do special ones that are relic made, that are premium, that cost like $1 or $2 that you could buy. Whatever. But for I don't know. And to be fair, you could do the same thing with, if I go back with badges. Like, you could have each of these badges, like, for example, Relic has an upcoming event where they're going to be doing, and let me pull it up here. They're going to be allowing content creators to come in and take over their stream, right? And you can see here, they have a really good selection of content creators. Tightrope, Elpern, Lady Ritsu, AE, Fitzbro. A lot of good players here. Momo for Show, Ironcast. A lot of good content creators here, right? And then you have me. Hi. But, like, a lot of good players. Like, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing, like, icons that you, like, circles that you could put in, right? How awesome would it be if it's like, hey, guys, content creator badges are going in. Again, I'm not saying you need to. I don't care if I'm in the game or not. An example would be the faction icons, right? Right above, we have the Wehrmacht, the Africa Corps, the British, and the US. Like, throw them in there, right? Just some additional badges. Like, have more so there's more customization. And I know that right now, for comparison, they are going to be doing a kind of competition. So they explained in the Wire report that one of them that they're going to be doing is this community event, mobilize, and you'll be able to get this additional one. Okay, cool. Nice additional badge. But that's awesome. But I'm just trying to I'm trying to just spitball ideas to add more, because just like with maps and stuff, the more customization options that you give the player, the better it's going to be in terms of retention and keeping them, because the player has more incentive and reason to be like, I have this awesome profile I've worked toward, I build up to, and you can do challenges and stuff like that to also unlock some things, just throwing it out there. Like, hey, this week unlock this badge, or something like that. Just ways to incentivize players. Like right now playing Helldivers 2, and the unlock system in that is so plentiful, and there's so much of it. And again, it's really great, but just having that would be just awesome. There's also going to be additional features they're adding. They're adding a surrender system. They're adding actual repercussions if players leave early. Like I believe they're changing up the leaderboard system and stuff. So great, that's all good stuff, and I'm so happy they're finally adding that after a year. And again, with the maps and stuff like that, COH3 will be one step further in the right direction, and with the balances patch is fantastic, 2 steps in the right direction. But again, we're a year in, and there's still stuff where I hope to see better, where I hope it's improved, but it is a step in the right direction, and I'll give Relic that. There's a lot of positive stuff here. There's a lot of good things, and hopefully that means COH3 will continue to be in the right direction. Again, for me, improve the replay system. 4v4, especially beyond 1v1, it's too cluttered. There's too much repeated info. Making sure, again, we continue to fix the balance, adding new battle groups, continue to add new maps, especially the awesome community maps that the community has already made. Just upping their art, making them perfected, and then putting them in rotation. That way players have a ton of maps to pick from, and COH3 will be a lot better. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. This has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys. Unfortunately, I won't be probably covering it during the patch. So when it releases on 27th, I have some stuff going on then and Wednesday, but probably Friday for Fan Friday. You can join my stream and play COH3 at whatever state it's in. Hopefully it's a good state. But until then, I'll see you all next time. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17, and before y'all go, let me give a special shout out to Patreon supporters Joey G240, Milam, Big Cooch, Aphyria, Ace, Pyro Shark, Tonybee 95, Epic Pleb. Thank you all for your incredible support and helping me grow my channel and support my channel and everything I do. Thank you, and to the rest of you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.